Have you ever felt the ground shift beneath your feet? Not from an earthquake, but from the tremors of life. A phone call brings difficult news. A relationship suddenly crumbles. A quiet fear about the future begins to whisper, then shout in the middle of the night. Life is full of slippery slopes. One moment we feel secure, standing tall and confident. The next we are scrambling for a foothold, trying not to slide into a pit of anxiety or despair. In a world that seems to thrive on conflict, chaos, and confusion, how does anyone manage to stand firm? How do we keep our balance when the winds of adversity blow with such force? The struggle is real, and it is constant. We are bombarded with reasons to be unsteady. Headlines scream of division. Our own hearts wrestle with doubt. The pressures of work, family, and personal expectations can feel like a heavy weight, pushing us off balance. It is easy to feel like we are walking on ice, taking careful, hesitant steps, hoping we don't fall. We long for solid ground. We crave a stability that does not depend on our circumstances, our feelings, or the ever-changing opinions of the world around us. We search for something, anything, that can anchor us when the storms of life threaten to sweep us away. The Bible speaks directly to this human longing for stability. It offers not just a temporary fix, but an eternal solution. The Apostle Paul, writing about spiritual warfare, gives us a powerful image. To understand the power of these spiritual shoes, we must first look at the soldier who inspired the image. Picture a Roman legionary, a master of ancient warfare. We often focus on his gleaming helmet, his sharp sword, or his broad shield. But a wise commander would tell you to look down at his feet. The Roman soldiers' sandals, called caligae, were a marvel of engineering. They were not flimsy slippers, they were rugged, thick-soled weapons for the feet. The leather was tough, designed to withstand marches over scorching deserts, sharp rocks, and muddy fields. They were built for endurance, allowing the soldier to travel for miles without giving up. The most critical feature of the caligae was what was on the bottom: hobnails. These were small iron spikes like cleats on a modern athlete's shoe embedded into the soles. These nails gave the soldier a ferocious grip on the earth. When battle lines clashed and men pushed against each other with all their might, the soldier with the firmest footing had the advantage. He could stand his ground. He could push forward. He could pivot and turn without slipping and falling, which in a sword fight meant the difference between life and death. His shoes gave him the stability he needed to wield his other weapons effectively. Without this solid footing, everything else was compromised. A soldier who is slipping cannot properly raise his shield. A soldier who is off balance cannot swing his sword with force or accuracy. The caligae were therefore not just a piece of equipment, they were a source of confidence. The soldier knew he could trust his feet. He knew that when he planted them, they would hold. This security freed him to focus on the fight in front of him. This is the picture Paul wants us to see. He is telling us that in the spiritual battles we face, our footing is everything. You can have faith, you can have knowledge, you can have courage, but if you are standing on shifting sand, you will eventually fall.